Jan friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. The special session of Parliament says that changing the name, or at least that is what the people who want the name to be changed, or only one name. I should not say name changed because it's not a change. That is the original name. Raise voice. US is among the most unsafe countries on planet Earth. So many people die because of gun violence. So many people don't die in India because of gun violence. Hardly anybody has guns in India, by the way. Jan friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. My friends, there is a huge controversy which is blowing up all over social media and the mainstream media. Apparently, the President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji, has sent an invitation to all the G20 leaders and other people who have come with them, etc. And she'd like to host them at the Rashtrapati Bhavan or the Presidential Palace. And what has happened is that instead of Republic of India, the name written is Republic of Bharat on the invitation. Here is what the invitation looks like. A very simple invitation which says Republic of Bharat. Now, this has many opposition parties and a lot of other people, up in arms. What is the Republic of Bharat? What is the Republic of Bharat? It should be Republic of India. Now, originally the name of the country is Bharat. Originally, the name of the country is Bharat, and nobody can deny that. It comes from Bharat and the lineage of Bharat. So, that is why the country is named Bharat. As far as India is concerned, India was actually how Indica or of India or Indus was how the Greeks pronounced the Sindhu River. So, therefore, the Indus Valley Civilization. Therefore, the Indus Valley Civilization. And Hind was also a pronunciation of Sindh. So, when you look at our history, you'll realize that the original name of the country has always been, from times immemorial when we didn't even have historical records, it was always referred to as Bharat. It was always Bharat. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not going to give my view here. I'm not going to say that, this should be or that should be the name of the country. No. This is up to all of you to decide, and I'd like you to, in the comment section write, what the name of the country should be. And because there is a huge uproar in Parliament, a special session has been called, and here is the news, of course. Let me read it out to you. And this is from India Today. And they say that a special session of Parliament commences on September 18th, which is after the G20. G20 will finish on the 10th. There is speculation that a constitutional amendment bill may be introduced to effect this change. While the agenda for the session has not been released yet, the possibility of such a bill cannot be ruled out. Advocates for name change believe that having a single indigenous name for the country will instill a sense of national pride and reinforce the country's rich cultural heritage. Of course it will. Now, I don't know of any other country in the world, the words or the names Great Britain, UK and England are used interchangeably. For the most of us, we use it interchangeably. And mostly UK is the accepted name now. But I haven't seen any other country in the world with these names. So it's only India. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong and do write in the comment section if there is some other country which has a name like this. Multiple names. India is called Bharat. India is also called Hindustan, and Hindustan is called Bharat, and vice versa. You can. And even the Constitution of India says India, that is Bharat. It's a little confusing. India, that is Bharat. So what you're trying to say is that actually the real name is, as per the Constitution, the real name should be India, but that is Bharat. I don't know what it means, but that is how it's written in the Constitution. So here's what I'm saying, that this name is ancient. We've already discussed that. And here, what is happening is that the special session of Parliament says that changing the name, or at least that is what the people who want the name to be changed, or only one name. I should not say name changed because it's not a change. That is the original name. So you're not changing it. India is Bharat for all practical purposes. Since time immemorial has been Bharat. The India and Hindustan are later additions. Hindustan is a very late addition, and India is also just a couple of thousand years old. The Greeks used to call it India. So it started from there. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the topic on which I would like to speak for a few minutes before I move on to the next news. So what should the name of the country be? And all those people who are saying that it will instill a sense of national pride. So Japan is called Japan. China is called China, and America is called America, the USA. Germany is called Germany, Italy is called Italy, France is called France. I mean, you can't have synonyms of a country's name. So, what's your view? Please tell me your view. What should the country be called? Bharat, India, or Hindustan? Please let us know in the comments section. Now, coming to the other main news is that, the Delhi police has revised previous order on metro services. So earlier they said we'll shut down the metro, but now they're saying, no, we'll not shut down the metro. What we will do is we'll make sure that the metro only near the Supreme Court area, in and around that a few kilometers, is impacted. Otherwise, the metro will ply as usual. So initially what was being thought of as an absolute and total clampdown may not be that bad. But we don't know. Be prepared. And anyway, it's Saturday and Sunday. Spend time with your family. Enjoy yourselves. Why do you want to go out every single day? Stay at home, relax. And also, online services like Amazon and Swiggy and so many others, there's Flipkart and there is Zomato and Swiggy and etc. So we are all in the habit of ordering stuff online. So please ensure that you don't order anything which you want immediately, as in on Saturday and Sunday, because they're not going to be allowed to function. And they've been told that your delivery boys will not be out. And they will not be out simply because, you can't have people running around with packages all over Delhi. It's a security threat, because the top world's leaders are going to be here. The top leaders of the world, G20, they're going to be here. And, nobody checks an Amazon packet, or nobody checks, except the recipient, nobody checks a Zomato box. And you never know during those 2 days who's planning what and what, in which box you find something which should not be there, something dangerous, something which can cause harm to life and property. I'm talking about a possible terror attack. So which is why there has been a clampdown on all these things, which is a welcome step. It's great. And I also have the news of Aditya L1. This is fantastic. Aditya L1, it has finished its second earthbound move, and now it is in the 282 kilometer by 40,225 kilometer orbit. And it says that Aditya L1, the first space-based Indian mission to study the sun, underwent a second earthbound maneuver successfully. Earlier on Tuesday, Indian Space Research Organization said the agency's telemetry, tracking and command network, ISTRAC, telemetry, tracking and command network, carried out this operation. So great win. Congratulations, ISRO, and a big, big salute to you. You've been doing fantastic work. Chandrayaan 3. Then we're talking about Aditya L1. Then now people are talking about Gaganyaan, Samudrayaan. I mean, ISRO is on a roll, absolutely on a roll. We also have other news for you now. India is invited to be part of the Israel, Cyprus and Greece Trilateral Summit. And, in a joint press conference on Monday, Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis said that the country is interested in natural gas exports partnership with countries such as India, who may even be invited for the next trilateral. Echoing similar sentiments, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu talked about plans to expand the 3+1 format beyond the United States and potentially include India. So this is great news. Yeah, India is now stepping into areas where, like Prime Minister Modi visited Greece, and they said that in 40 years, no Indian Prime Minister visited Greece. So, I mean, it's a big deal. And the Prime Minister has gone there. And Greece is extremely important, and especially vis-a-vis Turkey. Greek is a wonderful counterbalance to Turkey. Turkey, radical Islamist state. Turkey, which their president, Erdogan, he's a delusional man. He wants to become an Ottoman Sultan, and he wants to recreate the Ottoman Empire. And we know his views about Kashmir. He's been very vocal about them. So, yeah, India needs friends abroad, and India needs a counterweight to Turkey. And also they're talking about gas exports. So fantastic. I think India should be a part of this. Now, coming to France, because we are in Greece, let's move westward into France, and French authorities are watching over 500 schools for science. Pupils could be violating a newly announced ban on the abaya, Muslim dress for women, as children across the country return to class, the education minister said so. France is a hardcore secular state. So people are focusing on abaya, hijab, abaya. But France has even banned the cross. We should know that. France says that anything which, which separates you, any religious symbol that separates you from the rest of the people is not secularism. So, and being a Christian country itself, not by constitution, but by belief, by religion, by faith, France says, no, you can't wear a cross in these educational institutions. You can't wear a cross. So you'll not, no Christian child will be allowed to wear a cross. Similarly, no Muslim child will be able to wear the abaya or stuff like that. And this is France. This is how the French wish to run their country. And this is what the French feel that French values are. And I honestly think anybody who has a problem should just leave. Just leave, because, you choose the country of your residence if you're not from that country. And if you wish to take the citizenship of that country, I would not want that country to adjust to me. I would have to adjust to that country. It's like if I'm a guest in your home, right? If I've been invited to stay at your home, you don't change according to me. I'll have to adjust according to you. And this is something that everybody needs to figure out. Yeah? People of all, I'm not just saying Muslims, I'm saying Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Sikhs, whoever you are. If you choose a certain country of residence, you have to abide by the rules. It's that simple. Funny news, Pakistan's interim Prime Minister, his name is Anwarul Haq Kakad, says that Saudi Arabia wants to invest $25 billion in Pakistan. I don't know why Saudi Arabia would want to invest $25 billion. As usual, Kakad is telling lies, like Shehbaz Sharif told lies. Shehbaz Sharif said that, I don't know, there is 200 billion tons of coal in Sindh. Some nonsense he told people, and Pakistanis became very excited. And I remember this Pakistani anchor, male young anchor, I forget his name, hopping on the ground, literally was jumping and saying, below my feet are $200 billion. And if we just get this coal out, we'll be rich and we'll get rid of all our foreign debt and we'll not have to beg in front of other people, other countries, other organizations like the IMF or the World Bank, and we'll be independent and all that. Actually, there is very little oil and very little coal. I came to oil because I'll come to Imran Khan after this. There is very little coal, and whatever coal is there is not of an extremely good quality. Let's be very honest. It's not a good quality coal. And if Pakistan has $200 billion of coal, who is stopping Pakistan from excavating that coal? I mean, the Saudis had oil. They didn't know how to do it, so they asked the foreigners and the foreigners did it. China is best friends with Pakistan. China is best friends. Just tell China if you don't trust the other people. I mean, you take money from the other people, but you don't trust them. That's all right. You can tell China will excavate it for you. China has all the technologies. Why haven't you told China yet? My question to Pakistanis, please write in the comment section. What is wrong with you guys? If you're so rich, somebody says Pakistan is sitting on reserves of $5 trillion. $5 trillion, and yet these people beg for $1 billion. I mean, what kind of reserves are these, yeah? This must be like your atomic weapons of very little use, almost non-existent. Also, he says that 25 billion over 5 years, Saudi will invest, and in what? Reko-Diq. There's a place, Reko-Diq, so there are mines there, and we'll take out the mineral wealth from there. This declaration has not been made with the Saudis. The Saudis are keeping quiet. The Saudis are not saying anything. It's just these guys who are jumping. In all probability, he's telling a lie. In all probability. Typical Pakistani behavior. Before this, Imran Khan used to say, point to the ocean in Karachi and say, there are billions of dollars worth of oil in the seas, near Karachi. Billions of dollars worth of oil. And they've not even been able to take out 10 rupees worth of oil so far. But, Pakistanis are known to talk big. Imran Khan is on record saying that Pakistan has a lot of oil. But did Pakistan take out any oil? No. I wonder why. The richest nation on earth, 5 trillion worth of resources. $200 billion worth of coal, unlimited supply of oil, and begging the world, literally begging the world for $1 billion loan. How shameful is that? And last news of the day is that the United Nations experts have raised alarm about reports of serious human rights violations and abuses in ethnic violence hit Manipur. So India has told the United Nations to get lost. And actually, India should also, simply saying get lost is not, it didn't say get lost, it says that it's none of our business. These are India's internal affairs, but we should also start commenting on other people's internal affairs, right? This burning of Quran in Sweden and Denmark, this is Islamophobia. India should say that, Europeans are Islamophobic. Indians should actually say that US is not safe. Day before yesterday, a pregnant black woman, 21 or 22 years of age, she was shot dead by a cop here. A policeman shot this woman. She was unarmed. She was pregnant. They just shot her. He said, get out of the car. She didn't get out of the car. He shot her. So this is very, very normal for the United States of America. School shootings, shooting inside shopping malls. Kids go to school. There is a guy with an automatic weapon. Some crazy guy with an automatic weapon comes and poof, 5 kids dead, 7 kids dead. This is very natural, very normal in the United States of America. India should raise its voice. US is among the most unsafe countries on planet Earth. So many people die because of gun violence. So many people don't die in India because of gun violence. Hardly anybody has guns in India, by the way. So ladies and gentlemen, with this, I come to the end of this video today. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai.